Today, Baba was explaining us about the methods that how to sit on the crown and the throne, and what are the benefits if we apply a tilak and sit on the throne, and what are the crowns Baba is giving at present time, and what are the benefits if we wear the crown now, we will receive in the future. So what is the sequence? What is the link? Baba was explaining it very nicely that at the present time, what kind of crowns we are wearing and where we need to sit and what kind of tilak we need to apply. So today's Murli is 1st February 1971. The method to receive the crown and the tilak and to be seated on hot throne. Bab Dada is happy to see all the children because he is seeing each one wearing a crown and seated on the throne number-wise. Do you see yourself as one who is wearing a crown and seated on a throne? How many types of crowns do you have? And how many types of thrones do you have? How many crowns do you have? Baba is asking. So somebody replied, 21 crowns for 21 birds. Do you have any crowns at the present time? Or can you only see the 21 crowns? The crown of the present time enables you to claim many other crowns. So, do you see yourself wearing a crown now? You can visualize that you are wearing a crown on your head. How many crowns have you worn? Countless. How many crowns does the Pandav army have? Somebody replied as 2. Is it right that the Shaktis have many crowns and the Pandav have 2? Baba is asking. If you are not wearing a crown at the present time, how will you claim the crown of the future? If we are not wearing any crown at the present time, so we will not get any crown in the future. So our future is linked with the present time. Bab Dada is making all the children wear a crown and sitting them on the throne of this time. If you are seated on a throne, you will also be wearing a crown. See the link. When we sit on a throne, we will wear the crown also. So how many thrones do you have? Baba is now asking. How many thrones we are having? At present time, you are seated on the heart throne and the immortal throne anyway. That means now we are sitting on a Dil Takht Nashin. We are on the heart throne of the Baba and immortal throne. That is Akhal Takht. In the same way, at the present time, by being seated on the immortal throne, you wear the crown of light of purity. If we are on the sitting on the seat of the immortal throne, that is, if we are on Akal Takht, then what kind of crown we wear? It's the light of purity. And by being seated on the heart throne, that is by being a server, you also wear the crown of responsibility. We are having now two thrones and two crowns. One is a crown of light of purity, and other crown is responsibility. So now each of you should check yourself to see how long you wear both the crowns. Now we need to check throughout the day that how long we wear these crowns and are seated on the both the thrones. See, this is linked with each other, crowns and the throne. All of you have received the crown and the throne, but it depends on your individual effort as to how long you wear the crown or are seated on the throne. This is our individual effort, that how long we sit on our crown and the throne. Some have very little experience of wearing a physical crown. See, Baba is explaining about giving the example that in the physical form, someone having a little experience of wearing a physical crown. So they take it off again and again. Because of not having experience, what they do? They will remove that crown from their head. However, this throne and crown are so simple and easy that you can wear the crown and be seated on the throne at every moment. But this is so light and so easy to sit. So we can wear this crown and sit on the throne in every moment. So we need to check throughout the day that how much time I am sitting on my throne and wearing my crown. When someone is seated on the throne, see, Baba is telling that what happens when we sit on a throne. When someone is seated on a throne, the activity of the court continues according to his orders. Because what happens when the people sit on a throne? They're having the power. With that power, what it happens? Everybody listens their orders. In the same way, Baba is explaining here that when someone is seated on a throne, the activity of the court continues according to his orders. If he leaves the throne, that activity will not continue under his orders. So in the same way, Baba is given the example. In the same way, when you take off the crown or get off the throne, your physical organs do not listen to your orders. This is a solution. We can check ourselves that why my physical organs is not listening to me, because I am not wearing the crown and I am not sitting on the throne. That's why my physical organs are not listening to me. So when you are seated on a throne, those same physical organs says, yes, my Lord. Therefore, what we need to do? Always pay attention that you never let go of the crown or the throne. So this is for throughout the day, we need to experience it. That always we need to pay the attention that you never let go of the crown or the throne. Constantly remember the perfect image of your crown and throne. Constantly remember the perfect image of your crown and the throne. By your remembering them, none of the many different images they are created will be created. We must have the clear vision of our crown and the throne. Then other images will not be there in our intellect. In one day, one can see a picture of the changing forms of each one. What happens throughout the day? Number of pictures are coming in our brain. So keep a picture of your perfect form in front of you. See how the Brahma Baba used to have his perfect form in front of him. Always he used to see the Krishna. He used to say that I am going to become this Michnu, this small kid. He used to have a clear form, clear picture that I am going to become like this. So we used to have throughout the day to keep a picture of your perfect form in front of us. By wearing a crown and being seated on the throne, you will automatically have intoxication. See what will happen when we sit on a crown, when we wear a crown and sit on a throne, what will happen? By wearing a crown and being seated on the throne, you will automatically have intoxication and also have the target, that is goal, in front of you. We will have a clear goal that what we want to become and what we need to do. And we will, for both of these, but wearing these and sitting on the throne, and we will have the intoxication also, that I am going to become this. The crown and the throne remind you of the intoxication and the goal. So never let go of your crown and or throne. The more experienced and practiced you become in wearing the crown and being seated on the throne here, the more you will be able to wear the crown and be seated on the throne there. That means how much time we wear our crown and sit on the throne, that much time we will get our future. If you wear the crown or sit on the throne for a temporary period, the crown and the throne receive there will be for a very short time. So that's why if we want to get the future, if we want to sit on the throne for a long time, it depends upon how much time we practice it here, how much time we sit it on the crown, we wear the crown and sit on the throne here. The practice of the present time is making each of you have a vision of your future. If even now you simply become happy on seeing others wearing the crown and being seated on the throne. See, Baba is giving one more example that if even now you simply become happy, if you are becoming happy seeing others wearing the crown and being seated on the throne, then you simply have to observe it there too. That means if you are not taking any responsibility here, if you are happy without taking responsibilities, without sitting on the throne here in the service, then if we are happy with the service, what is going on, we are not taking any responsibilities. In the future also, what will happen? Just we will also observe them in the future. They only sit who will taking the responsibilities. So therefore, wear the crown and sit on the throne all the time. So what we need to do? We need to wear the crown and sit on the throne all the time. Because Baba explained that if you want to do the service, responsibilities of the service, then you will sit on the heart throne of the Baba. Dil takht nashin, Baap ke dil takht nashin. And if we maintain the purity, if we are sitting on the throne of the Akal Takht of the soul, then we will have the crown of the purity. So we need to wear these two all the time. Will you receive such a crown or the throne again? Baba is asking. You can only receive it now. Even after a kalpa, you will only receive it at this time. If not now, then never. What would you do if while you are sitting at home, someone comes to give you a crown or a throne? Baba is asking you, what would you do if while you are sitting at home, someone comes to give you a crown or a throne? Baba has come to the home of the souls as a guest. He has come to give you the gifts of the crown and the throne while you are sitting at home. He has come to give you the gifts of the crown and the throne while you are sitting at home. घर बैठे सब कुछ मिल गया. We have got everything by sitting at home. Where do you go when you leave aside the crown and the throne? Do you know? When we leave this crown and throne, where will we go? Does Maya have any place of residence? Do all of you also say that she is omnipresent? Or is it that she exists everywhere other than where you are? How many times in 63 births would you have given a place to Maya? You have probably seen the result of that many times too. What would you say if someone repeats the same thing, even after having had the experience of it many times? Because we got this, we have sat on the thrones and the crowns weird so many times, and if still we are doing the same thing, living the things and going out to Maya, then what it must be, what we must say. It is shown that some put aside their crown and their throne and go away into the jungle. What will happen when we put aside our crown and the throne? We will go to the jungle. So here too, you go into the jungle of thrones. There is so much difference between the throne and the jungle of thrones. Which do you prefer? According to discipline, bhagats or those who decorate the idols, apply a tilak on the forehead of the idols after first bathing or washing them. A tilak is applied as a decoration or as a part of worship or as a sign of being married. People will apply the tilak. Baba is telling it's a kind of decoration or a worship or a being a married woman. So in the same way, so Baba is now explaining that what we need to do daily. So in the same way, at Amrit Vela, you bathe yourself in knowledge and decorate yourself with knowledge. And so you should also give yourself the tilak of this consciousness. What is the homework today? Daily at Amrit Vela, you bathe yourself in knowledge and decorate yourself with knowledge. And so you should also give yourself the tilak of this consciousness. But at Amrit Vela, but what we do? But at Amrit Vela, you forget to give yourself this tilak of consciousness. Baba knows everything. If someone puts a tilak on you, you wipe it off. What we'll do, what we are doing, that is also Baba is explaining. If someone puts a tilak on you, you wipe it off. Many have the habits of rubbing their forehead and wiping off the tilak. One moment, a tilak would be applied, and the next moment, they would rub it off. It is the same here. Some forget to put on a tilak, and others put it on and then rub it off. They do both the tilaks of applying it and then rubbing it off. So constantly keep with you all at all times the tilak of consciousness given at the Amrit Vela. And then the sign of being married, the decoration, and of being a yogi will constantly be visible on your forehead. When we put our tilak of consciousness at Amrit Vela, then how we will be look like? Being a yogi will constantly be visible on your forehead. Nirantar yogi. Everybody feels that he is a Nirantar yogi. When people see a tilak on the forehead of the bhagas, they can tell that they are bhagats. When we see anybody wearing a tilak, so what we feel? We feel that he is a Bhagat. In the same way, the tilak of your consciousness will be so clearly visible to everyone. Now we need to check. Is it everybody visible, my tilak? The tilak of your consciousness will be so clearly visible to everyone that they will instantly realize that you are what we are, yogi souls. Now we need to check ourselves in our daily day life. How many people are feeling that I'm a real yogi soul? If they are feeling that, means we have the tilak of consciousness. If we are not having the tilak of consciousness clearly, then they are not feeling that. So always keep with you the tilak, the crown, and the throne. So today what we need to do? We need to keep these three. Then what is the result? The people will feel that they are the real yogi souls. If they are not feeling, means our tilak, our crown, and the throne, it's not clear. We are not sitting on them and we are not using them. Do not rub off the tilak. You call yourself, what we call ourselves, Master Almighty Authorities. And so, do those who are Master Almighty Authorities not known how to wear a crown or sit on a throne? Baba is asking now. If you are Master Almighty Authority, so you don't know how to sit on a crown, how to wear a crown or sit on a throne, always remember always remembrance just two things while performing actions. And you will develop the practice of catching the thoughts of someone else's mind. Just as you can easily catch something spoken through the lips, so you will easily be able to catch the thoughts of the mind. But this will only be possible when you come close to being the same as a father. When we come close to the father, then it's easy for us to catch the someone's thoughts. When two people are similar in their nature, they're easily able to catch the feelings of one another. So here too, by coming close to being the same as a father, you will be able to catch the thoughts of someone's mind as the thoughts, they are words spoken through the lips. What happens here? Here too, by coming close to being the same as a father, you will be able to catch the thoughts of someone's mind as though they are words spoken through the lips. It's very clear that how we will catch the words, in the same way we can catch the thoughts of someone else. But when it happens, but your own thoughts should not be mixed in that. It is essential to have controlling power over your thoughts. When we have the controlling power over thoughts, then this is possible. Just as people have different levels of controlling power over external things, in the same way, it is number-wise in being able to control the activity of the thoughts of the mind. How the people will control externally, in the same way, everybody have the controlling power of the thoughts, but it will be number-wise. There are two aspects to this. What are they? For this, there are two aspects. What are they? Baba is elaborating it very nicely. Firstly, while performing every action at every second, constantly keep in your conscience that you are on a stage. See what we need to do. Every time, whenever we are doing a action, performing action, constantly keep your conscience that you are on a stage. By paying attention to your every action, you will continue to come close to your perfect stage. See how easily the solution Baba is given to come closer to our perfect stage. We must feel that I am always on the stage. Then we will come very close to a perfect stage. And secondly, always keep in your conscious your status at the present time and the future. What is my status? So when we keep these two things in our actions, when we do our actions, consciousness, so we will be perfect. So one is the stage and other is a status. By constantly having both these things in your consciousness, you will never perform any actions that is wrong and not according to your status. See how easily Baba told. When we do this both the things, by constantly having both these things in your consciousness, you will never perform any action that is wrong and not according to your status. Together with that, while considering yourself to be on stage, you will receive inspirations to perform elevated actions. See, while we are on a nice stage, then what will happen? You will receive the inspirations to perform elevated actions. So our thing is to be a consciousness that I'm always on a stage. So our actions will become elevated automatically. Constantly keep both these aspects in your consciousness. What we need to do? Constantly we need to keep these two aspects in our consciousness. Have you come from far away, or has Babdada come from far away? Although the speed may be fast, who is the furthest away? You had traveled here and Babdada also traveled here. This is why we are all travelers. What we are today? We are all travelers. Baba is also a traveler and we are also a traveler. It is just that whereas there is a tiredness in your travels, but Babdada is tireless in his travels. Babdada is so far from us, but Babdada is tireless. Now here Babdada is explaining about the Madhuban. So I request all of you, with your mind, you travel to Madhuban and come and sit in the Madhuban with your mind and experience that what Babdada is telling about the Madhuban and what you get in the Madhuban. So all of you become a traveler and come to Madhuban now with your mind and listen this Murli. Then you will enjoy it. To become a Madhuban Nivasi is also a sign of great fortune within the drama. Because Madhuban is a land of blessings. What is Madhuban? Madhuban is a land of blessings. So you have come to the land of blessings. Now feel that where you came into the land of blessings. The other is a land of effort. Where you stay is that is a land of effort. Whereas this is a land of blessings. So experience that. This is a land of blessings. So each of you can claim as many blessings as you wish from the bestower of blessings. When you come to Madhuban, what you get? Each of you can claim as many blessings as you wish from the bestower of blessings. And the souls who have been made instruments by the bestower of blessings. We get the blessings from both. One is from the Baba and other from the instruments who can give the bestower of blessings. How will you claim the blessings from the elevated souls who are the instruments? Baba is asking that. How will you claim the blessings from the elevated souls who are the instruments? Do you know this account? How to receive the blessings? In Madhuvan, you receive blessings. The atmosphere of Madhuvan is filled with blessings. Feel that. How the atmosphere is? The atmosphere of Madhuvan is filled with, full of blessings. It is a land of pure divine activity. What is Madhuvan? It is a land of pure divine activity. But how will you claim blessings from the elevated souls who are the instruments? Baba is elaborating it very easy, nicely more. That how will you claim the blessings from the elevated souls who are the instruments? There is less effort involved in blessings. Why we need the blessings? Because when we get the blessings, the effort will become very, very less. We don't feel our effort. That's why everybody wants the blessings. And Baba told in many Murlis that blessings are the things or the treasures of all the treasures. It is a key of all the treasures, and it's very easy to get the blessings. And when we have the blessings, our life will become very easy. There is less effort involved in blessings. Bob is giving the example also here. In the temples, the guides take the pilgrimages in front of the goddesses in order for them to receive blessings. They will guide them. When we go to a temple, they will guide us that how to go and how to will take the blessings from the goddesses. So you are also the guides. How will you enable the pilgrims to receive the blessings? What is a method to receive the blessings? What is a method to receive the blessings? See what Baba told you. You receive blessings from the elevated souls because since they are the instruments, you easily receive inspirations by seeing their every actions. What happens when you come to Madhuvan? You see the everybody's action, Madhuvan Nivasis or the instruments, Dadis, Didis, who Baba made the instruments. You are seeing their actions. By seeing their actions, you will get inspired. Getting inspired means you got blessed. What is a method to receive the blessings? You receive blessings from the elevated souls because since they are the instruments, you easily receive the inspirations by seeing their every action. When you see anything in a physical form, say what is the benefit Baba is telling now here? What benefit we get when we see the instruments doing the actions? When you see anything in the physical form, you are easily able to imbibe that. What happens when we see anything in the physical form? We will easily imbibe that very easily. That thing I have saw many times in the Dadis. I inspired many times how Dadis used to inspire the people, inspire the Brahmins. I just a small story I used to share with you that when Gyansur was constructing in 1990s, so that time the lake, what you are seeing today beside the gate, that was very dirty. So all the stones, pebbles were there in that. So it was not clean because it was all the trees and everything was there. So the brother who was going to construct the thing, he went to Dadi Prakashmani and told, Dadi, we need to clean this one, but I'm not having any labor. But I heard that in a week or two, there will be rain. So we can't do that after that. So when Dadi heard that, Dadi told, okay, no problem. Now I am coming to clean that. So they have started from there to Pandavan to Gansover. At 10 o'clock, they came to, it was a sudden program. And Dadi, when they, in the Pandavan, when they heard that Dadi is going to, for that Kar Seva in Gyan Sarovar, so all the double foreigners and the Indians who were there to meet Bab Dada, they all came running to Gyan Sarovar. And what Dadi made, she stood at the river, at that lake, and she was carrying the, passing that stones to one another, making a line. So by seeing the Dadi, everybody came. The work, what was done in that 5 hours, it would be took for a week also or more. But because of when everybody saw that Dadi herself standing and doing the seva, so that inspired everybody, and everybody came and done that kar seva. So many times we inspired with the instruments that what they are doing by their physical actions. So when you see anything in the physical form, you are easily able to imbibe that. Anything that has to be thought through about with the intellect is imbibed a lot later. Here also, those who saw Sakar Baba find it easy to remember Baba. Baba is explaining that when they used to see the Sakar Baba, it's very easy for everybody to remember Shiv Baba. It is slightly difficult to remember the form of point. To remember a point of light, it's slightly difficult. In the same way, when you see the service, in the same way, when we see the service, renunciation, love, and practical actions of the elevated souls who are instruments cooperating with everyone, you easily receive the inspirations and attain blessings in that form. What will happen when we see this love and practical actions of the elevated souls who are instruments cooperating with everyone? You easily receive the inspirations and attain blessings in that form. So before you go from Madhuban, the land of bestower of blessings, claim the blessings of being an easy karma yogi from the elevated souls. So today take these blessings from the Madhuban, the land of bestower of blessings. Claim the blessing of being an easy karma yogi. What kind of karma yogi we are? Easy karma yogi from the elevated souls. Take these blessings. You just say that the only thing difficult is to stay in remembrance while performing actions. So when you see the instrument souls performing actions and also maintaining the dharana of these virtues, you easily receive the inspiration to becoming a karma yogi. What we feel and what we say, that it's very hard to remember Baba by doing actions. But Baba is telling, by seeing in Madhuban, by staying in Madhuban, you take these blessings to be doing the actions and remembering the Baba, and to become easily receive the inspirations to become a Karam Yogi. So do not miss out on any of these blessings. So you're all in Madhuban now, so don't miss any kind of blessings. Claim all the blessings and you too will become a master bestower of blessings. And what you will become? By claiming all these blessings, you will also become the master bestower of blessings. Acha. Om Shanti. So sit a minute in silence and reflect today's Murli, and you can churn the points that what you are going to take from today's Murli. Om Shanti. Now you can share, you can unmute yourself and share the points. Om Shanti. You can unmute yourself and you can share the points that what you want to take away points from this Murli.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
The decorations which Baba has spoken of, which I should put myself in Amrit Vela. He speaks of just though he's spoken about everything about the crown and target. I liked that words, but I liked it in Hindi. When Baba said intoxication and target, I remember it rhymed Nasha and Nisha.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing always which Baba he decorates me with that in Amrit Vela. But the real thing is at the end of the Murli, the elevated stage of consciousness. This consciousness, the study of consciousness, which we learned in Rajyoga, where Baba gives us here he's only speaking about the stage and the status, how that can change. But if we well remember, the whole cycle of it, when Baba says from smriti to sthiti to vritti to drishti to kriti to samskar. I used to love that kind of a mental stage. And I think that consciousness which Baba has spoken over here, where he says it's less important what we do, but how we do it. And the aim, he says, is status and stage. I think I like that because it comprises all the stages of Raj Yoga, whether it be incorporeal, subtle, bodiless, and seed. And the status is my future. I think this is what I would like to churn deeply. The consciousness of performing actions. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. When we feel that we are on the stage, everybody is looking towards me, then our actions will become perfect. Our status, when we don't forget our status then. So it will be very easy for us to becoming close to Baba, to our awake stage. Yeah, anybody can? You can unmute and
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Another aspect, another reflection is that what Baba has brought out is what is the present, in the now. In now, what is the crown which I'm wearing? The soul is wearing, and the tilak and the taj, that throne.
Taj Tat aur Tilak, yes.
Taj, tat aur tilak. That Hindi, it's easy to remember these three words. So the present form of these three decides the future form.
Yes.
They are the foundation of the future. That I really liked it, and Baba has told us to check every second, every moment, whether I am in this particular moment, I am in these uh, the elevated Taj, Tilak and Takht or not.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, Baba is explained this also, that how much time we maintain that stage here in this Brahmin life, that the future, that much time we sit on that. If we are happy that someone is wearing these things, by seeing them we are happy, then Baba told that there also you will be observing them, that's all. You don't get this Taj Takht. So we need to take the responsibilities. We need to take the sit on the throne of the Bab Dada's heart. Then only The same thing, we will get everything in the future. Is anybody? Anybody want to?
Oh, Shanti.
Oh, Shan.
Baba said, when you take off the crown or get off the throne, then
Hmm.
our physical organs do not listen to our orders.
Yeah,
When we are seated on the throne, the same physical organs say, Yes, my Lord. So
yes.
Baba advised us always pay attention to never letting go to the crown or a throne. This point I got.
Yeah. This is actually a great solution. Everybody we feel that my organs doesn't listen to me, or I don't want to see, but I'm seeing there. I don't want to listen, but I'm listening. I don't want to read this, but I'm reading this. We will say ourselves that many things are happening that we don't want to do. So for that, Baba has given a great solution, the great medicine, that if you sit on your throne, then your organs will listen to you. So it's a great remedy for us.
Om Shanti, brother. So, if we leave the throne and crown, then Maya will take place
Yes,
because Maya is omnipresent.
yes,
So it means our weakness will play the
yes.
remaining part if we are not wearing that Taj Tilak.
Yeah. Baba has told that you go into the jungle. If you leave this Taj Takht.
Brother, can I just add one sentence?
Yeah, sure, sure. Go on.
You know, the intoxication for me in this whole Murli, if you just see whatever throne, I don't think I would like to go anywhere. I would love to sit only on his throne. I know about the future throne or the immortal throne, but for me, in the throne is sitting. You know, it's so beautiful to know that you are sitting royally in the throne of God. Because I remember earlier, before I came into this knowledge, we used to be always said, do you know you are in God's dictionary? You know, in the dictionary of God, I am there. That used to be very intoxication for me those days. And now when Baba says you are the heart throne, I think that's beautiful. And
Dil Takht
secondly, is
Nashi.
the tilak. You know, being a Hindu, we always wear the tilak, the bindi. And but when I feel, and the sindoor, you know, when the sindoor is
Yeah.
applied. But I love that tilak also, because I tell Baba, come on, in Amrit Vela, apply the sindoor from, you know, when you do that, you become so close. I think these two are, I don't know whether it's being a woman or something. I like these two concepts. And finally, Madhuban. What else to tell you about Madhuban? I don't think it needs any explanation. These three are my, whether you call it as weaknesses or whether you call it as my, you know,
Power.
it's something which pulls you. Out of all these three, I think I I love these three things in the Murli. Om Shanti.
Yeah, for the Tilak, Baba is told that when you in the consciousness of this Tilak, everybody feels besides you that he is a easy yogi. So we can check this one, that everybody with us are feeling this, that I'm an easy yogi. So if they are feeling, means I am applied the Tilak. If the Tilak is not strong, then they don't feel that we are easy yogis. And about the Madhuban, Baba told that we can take the lots and lots of blessings from the bestower of the blessed, and from the instruments who Baba made them. We can take the lots of blessings from them.
Om Shanti, brother. About the tilak, there are three aspects Baba has described as a decoration, or as a part of worship, or
Yeah.
as a sign of being married.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the in amongst all three, the sign of being married is the something which is very close to Baba, and where we become his half partner, or in fact we completely combined with him, and that's something which is very gives a lot of intoxication, that sajan ke saman sajni shingarit, that decorated, adorned as like Baba, nirakari, nirvikari,
Yeah.
and nirankari state and stage. Om Shanti.
Yeah. Baba, that was explaining about when we see in the Laukik that people are having a tilak on their head. We feel these three things. So in the same way, if we having a tilak of consciousness, then by seeing us, the people will feel that he is a easy yogi. And someone in the chat box, they kept that, keep the picture of your perfect stage always in front of you. So this is also very needed for us, to keep a picture of a perfect stage in front of us, so that our every actions will become elevated.
Yeah, and keeping the picture, Bhaiji, we need to feel it and experience it. Uh,
Yes, yes,
that feeling and experience is an important ingredient to become an embodiment of that perfect form.
yes.
Without we just if we just remember, but if we don't feel or experience, then that will not become part of my
That,
thought
that will
process.
that will happen that when we accept that it is my form. First, you need to accept it that this is my. That's, see how Brahma Kumaris felt that whenever he used to see the Krishna figure, he used to say, "I'm going to become this Michnu." Whenever he used to see the picture. So in the same way, when we used to see our perfect form, we need to feel that.
Yes, Bhaiji, if we yes, exactly. Just adding a line into this, that if we just keep simply a tilak on the forehead, and like it will be like a bhagat or a
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not
bhakti
that
mark.
one. Baba is telling
Yeah,
the tilak
it
of
has to.
consciousness.
Yes, it is a tilak of consciousness. That is what that Giza sister also said. That elevated consciousness, that is the tilak,
Yeah.
and that is at a much deeper level, at my thought level, my intellect level, and it becomes the sanskar. Then it is effortless. Then it is just pure love and no effort. Om Shanti.
Okay. Anybody is going to share, or we can wind it up?
Baba said that you have weared countless of crowns.
Yeah.
What is that, brother? And Pandava army, they have two. What is that?
Actually, Pandava has told that that means who are sitting in front of Bab Dada, they were told we are having only two crowns. That is a crown of purity and the normal crown, because in Satyug we are on with through two crowns now. So they explained in that way. But the sisters have explained that we are wearing so many crowns. So many crowns means the crown of responsibilities. We have got so many responsibilities when we become Baba's child, to do the service, their service responsibilities. Because Baba explained, na, when you sit on the throne of Babdada's heart, Dil Takht Nashin, when you sit on that, then we are having so much of responsibilities, because what the responsibilities Baba is having to fulfill to the children, we are all the instruments of Baba. So we need to fulfill all the things. So we are all having the responsibilities of service. So these are the crowns of responsibilities. So how many crowns we wear? That many crowns, that much time we will be there in the Satyug, wearing the crown. So the responsibilities of the crown is a many crowns. I think it's clear for you.
Thank you, brother. It's very clear.
Om Shanti Baiji and Divine Family. Recently, I was able to locate that secret place where I, as a mortal being, stay seated at immortal throne. But today I learned that our body organs, or our senses, physical organs, they listen only if we stay seated there. I noticed in meditation, I'm in the early stages, I was able to stay seated only in meditation when I'm doing it. But when I'm out of meditation during my whole day, I should be stay seated, but I don't. I think my mind takes control, my ego takes control, and I lose myself again. For example, I went to party yesterday. As soon as I look at the food, I knew earlier I was not supposed to eat this or this, but I realized my mind took control of myself, and me as ruler or boss of the body was lost or was not even heard or was sitting at the back seat, and I ate that food. This would happen to me. So it means for many, in my past births, ego, mind have taken full control of my entire kingdom. Now, when I'm trying to take control back, I'm giving to myself. So then that is constant struggle. So what can I do to stay seated at my seat? So my ego, my mind, my body organ, they listen to me always, and I can stay aware. Om Shanti. Thank you, Ji.
From the Murli, Baba told two things: that always feel your stage and the status. You feel that I am on the stage, everybody, I must be the example for everybody. Then you will be, your conscious will be there strong. And one more thing Baba told, at Amrit Vela, if you keep the consciousness of your knowledge as a tilak, then you will be always sitting on this throne continuously. So you will never be, you will become a Raja, you will become a king of your organs. Then you will not be defeated by your bodily things. I hope it's clear for you.
Yeah, thank you, Bhaiji. I'll practice. Thanks.
Okay, now we can do meditation for 2 minutes. So with your mind, you become a traveler and come to Madhuban. The place of blessings. Feel the bestower of blessings. Enjoy the Madhuban with all the instruments and giving you the blessings. Feel that atmosphere with full of love. Enthusiasm, zeal. Feel the blessings. And fill your yarn with full of blessings. become a master, bestower of blessings. Spread these blessings the whole world. Om Shanti. Thank you, Divine Family.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Satish Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. And we shall
Thank
meet
you,
tomorrow
brother, for
morning at
being
5
beautiful.
a.m. Have a wonderful day.